Not sure this is going to work. But I'll try it anyway. I get weird feedback from these things. It tells me I shouldn't rotate my phone. I haven't done anything of the sort. So I'm in a new anthology. It's out today. It's called Dirty Boulevard. It was just released today. David James Keaton edited it. And it's a tribute to the songs of Lou Reed. And it was a cool invite to get, and I'm in good company. And I wrote a story inspired by the song Perfect Day. If you don't know it, it's such a perfect day. Feed animals in the zoo. Then later a movie too. And then home. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. And so this is my story. Perfect day. It knocks the wind out of you when you smack the ground, so you curl into a fetal position and lay there next to the wall, gasping above the pain. Your gut burns and you clutch at the wound, balling your t-shirt against the bleeding, pressing hard with numb fingers, hoping to keep it all inside until you get somewhere safe. The sound of your heartbeat that's been filling your ears fades slightly, and the nocturnal sounds of the zoo become more prominent. Wild cats, howls, wolves baying, chittering, cawing cries. Some distance away, police sirens, guttering engines, barking dogs. You know they're coming for you. You force yourself onto your side, then to your knees, and finally to your feet, one hand balancing you against the wall you scaled. You take stock. Wads in your pocket, uncounted. Below it, the 8-ball, your kit. Your gun's gone. Dropped as you fled, still hot from unloading into the 2 cops in the liquor store parking lot. Your right palm still itches from its discharge, reminding you of the time you fell and skinned it as a kid. Right here, you remember, right here at the zoo. You were running through the little geodesic theater, jumping from bench to bench, buzzed on sugar and childhood abandoned. You tripped on your own shoes and went down, hand forward to block the fall. Check your gut. Still bleeding. Bullet hole ragged, purple, throbbing, bullet inside, probably. This is bad, you think. Push against the wall and away. You stagger with a goal in mind, a remembered side exit past the big cats, through the children's zoo just beyond the reptile house. Get through there and you're on the other side of the park. Get through there and you're safe. You limp past pacing tigers, eyes glowing as they regard you. You pass the wise-faced lion staring back and wonder if this is the same magnificent cat you visited as a kid. Could it be? How long do lions live? You brace a hand against the railing, lean in, attempt to roar at the great cat. You only manage a sputtering cough that makes your chest ache and your head throb. You whisper, fuck, and press on deeper into the zoo. You stumble up a small hill beyond the cats and spot the castle-like facade of the children's zoo. The circus colors are muted in the darkness, but your mind fills in the details. Fire engine red, screaming raincoat yellow, trash truck green, Krishna blue. You steady yourself against a turnstile, looking through a glass front enclosure. A chorus of tiny monkey faces stare back, each wearing an expression of surprise. You move closer, press your hand, your face against the glass, remembering feeding monkeys like these a quarter's worth of peanuts, handing them through the bars of a big metal cage until one monkey reached through and stole your hat. You cried, angered and scared by the goddamn monkeys. On the other side of the glass, a tiny monkey reaches out a tiny hand, presses it against yours. You stare into its eyes until you blink, then pull away, leaving a misty handprint on the glass. Your heartbeat is loud, filling your ears. Your side aches. Your body feels like wooden blocks, crudely strung together, controlled from above. You remember watching a puppet show here in the park, right here. Marionettes performing in the geodesic dome-covered theater where you skinned your hand, running around the low red benches. Mr. Punch, he hit the baby with his bat, hit it hard, but the policeman saved the day, and the devil made Punch pay. Your feet carry you along, past the petting paddock where curious goats bleat, pressing their faces against the enclosure's wooden slats to get a better look at you as you stumble through. You pass ornate iron bird cages, signs explaining every bird and flower stagger near the nursery, a dark and empty office, the glass reflecting a tired and bleeding you. Needing a place to crash, a bed, a place to fix to ride this out. You can't look yourself in the eye, but you know you're tattered, dirty, your teeth long, your skin sallow and sagging, ghoulish. Whatever happened to the child who took in all this wonder, beauty, and strangeness? Your mother warned you you'd reap what you sowed. You start to cough, your chest constricting, the wound in your side aching, your heart beating a tattoo in your ears. You spit blood onto your shoes, look up to see it painting your chin, reflected in the glass, even more ghastly than you'd imagined. You flee the nursery, pressing on, toward the reptile house, and beyond it, freedom. Soon, you reach the reptile house, but see the exit is flooded in red and blue flashing lights, and with the lights, gruff voices, dogs, radio chatter. You duck into the reptile house, press against the wall, peering out just enough to see the exit, see through the revolving metal gates to the bluster of cop cars beyond. You wonder why they don't just push through the gates, take you down with dogs. You realize the gates only turn one direction. The only way through is out. And the only way out is through. You chuckle, cough, and spit. You move deeper into the cool adobe reptile house, limping along as snakes and lizards press against the glass, tongues flickering as they take you in. Finally, exhausted, you tumble down next to an illuminated no smoking sign, press your bare back against the cold wall. You fumble in your pocket for your stash, your work spilling stolen bills onto the concrete floor all around you. Singles, 5 spots, sawbucks, Jacksons, and a pair of C notes. You work your belt off and into place around your arm, tie off, hook up, the whole 8-ball. You take the shot. The universe snaps into focus, recedes, goes away completely. You sputter, cough, nod. A perfect day. Thanks for tuning in. That was my story, Perfect Day. That's from the anthology Dirty Boulevard, crime fiction inspired by the songs of Lou Reed. That is out now. It was edited by David James Keaton. There's a lot of cool folks in here, and I've only read bits and pieces of it so far. Patrick Winsink's in it. Reed Farrell Coleman, Allison Galen, Eric Pruitt, J. David Osborne, Kate Holohan, Gabino Iglesias. I read his story. I liked it. Lee Matthew Goldberg, Tony McMillan. I'm looking forward to reading his soon. Rusty Barnes, Aaron Keaton, Richard Neer, Chris Orlett, Rob Pierce, David James Keaton, and Jonathan Ashley, who initially was editing this and is no longer with us. So if you liked what you heard, check it on out. And thank you for tuning in.